Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite, where weekly we talk about speculation around the game upcoming in 2019. We'll be talking about today beta. So Wizards Unite, we've seen no beta for it, and that concerns me in terms of the expected release date. So we'll be talking about that, talking about how to increase your chances to get into the Wizards Unite beta if they choose to have one, and also kind of using that to theorize when the release date might be. So stay tuned if you want to kind of find out all that information, and we'll be doing this every week. So if you want to keep up to date with it, another way to kind of keep in the loop of what kind of beta periods are happening, if there are invites, just subscribe to my channel and I will let you know that information, or go to my Twitter page. On that we will put some information out as soon as it's released. So beta period. Beta period is what game developers use to just smooth out all the bugs. So you can imagine, like, games like Pokemon Go still has bugs in it that, you know, the AR plus mode can lead to losing captures. When you're loading it up, sometimes it'll have errors in terms of it takes ages to load up. It can take, some things you'll click on and you should be able to spin a Pokestop, but it just says try again. So there's a lot of bugs in a game like that, and they can't always know until, thousands of people have played it, because you're playing across loads of different devices as well. So what works on an Android phone might not work on an Apple or an iPhone. So you've got a difficulty there of the game developers would have to play through the game in loads of different areas, and it's probably just very time consuming and very expensive. So one of the ways they get around that is by doing a beta period. So they will usually in games pick either a specific region. So let's think of games like Brawl Stars. If you play that, Supercell's new game, that was only released, only available in Canada. So it's region specific. So if you were outside of it, you technically couldn't play it, couldn't download it. There are other ways around that, so we'll be going through those as well. So if it is that way, we'll talk about how to get involved in that. So first of all, if that happens, Apple users, if it's only Android to begin with, or region specific for Canada and you live in UK, Apple users can set up an account using that is linked to the Canada store. Now it's quite complex, but I'll put a link to it in the description below when if a beta does come out. But basically you've got to change your phone settings, start a brand new account that is related to, say, the Canada store if it's only available there, and then you can download it, because your phone thinks it's in Canada, so you can download it from the store. That only sometimes works though, because some games allow you to download it, but they are aware of your GPS location. So I have had some games that I've done that with, where I've downloaded it, it's opened up, but then it goes, you can't play because you're not in this region. So sometimes they put blocks on that. Hogwarts Mystery, they actually didn't do that. They had region specific, but anybody in the world could download it. And they actually, when they were, putting the game out in the beginning, they were actually advertising that it's had this many downloads and this many non-store APK mines for the Android, APKs files for the Android. So that's how you do it if you were Apple. Android users are able to download APKs. It's so much easier on Android. You can go to, I use APK Pure or APK Mirror. These are sites where they get the pure file and you can just download it, and then it's really accessible, and then you can play it. When again, in terms of region specific, usually you can play it, but sometimes if they decide to put a lock. So I was able to get the APK for Walking Dead Our World, but you're not able to actually play, because as soon as you open up, it says it recognizes. So hopefully, if they do release a beta that is region specific, they do allow for illegal downloads. Technically, it's not really illegal, I don't think. It might be, probably is a little bit, but it's like, downloading a movie. So it would be great if they go, because it just means that, as a YouTuber personally, I want to be playing it from the first, getting videos out for you guys on how to play and all the hidden little things. So that is how you can, get into beta if it is region specific. Sometimes though, games actually don't make it region specific. They make it invite. So games like Fortnite, when that came out on the mobile on Apple, I think it was first, you got sent invites from them to be able to play. Now usually the best way to get invites is to go on social media, but we're going to go through some of the best ways to increase your chances to get Wizards Unite beta. Now this is a collection, so this is on the site Game Info, and basically what it does is it just kind of summarizes a lot of things that other YouTubers have summarized in their videos. So we've got Nick there from WizardTube, definitely go check them out. We've got Kellen here from Wizard Tricks, and they've kind of collated all the ways to increase your chances to get Wizards Unite beta invite. So unfortunately there's no official information on how to get beta invitation, but what makes your chances higher? Invitations started to send people who get those sharing their experience about it. First of all, the best way is to register on the Harry Potter Wizards Unite. So, if you're watching the trailers, they've got the link there. You can literally just Google Wizards Unite and you can sign up. So, literally, actually, no, I don't want. Do I want to open that? Yeah, I do. So we can just put Wizards Unite, and that'll come up on the first one. No, not there. This one, HarryPotterWizardsUnite.com, and in there it'll go through the trailer. On if you're going in the on your laptop, but so you can enlist now, and you just put in your email address and you are enlisted officially. Sadly the danger is not increased. I'm expecting that to increase potentially tomorrow, because a lot of the past trailers have dropped on a Wednesday, and also it's past the 14th now, so 14th is a very significant month, as we've had that was a release of the first trailer, and the second one, it was recorded on the 14th, so we could have something coming very, very soon, so look out for that. So we have other ways to help increase your chances, and if I back up I should be able to get it. Yeah. So signing up is the first way that you want to be able to, you'll get notified automatically in your emails then. The next way to increase your chances, I think also, it puts it as here, but I would say the best way to increase your chances is to have two phones. So I have an Android phone and I also have an iPhone. So if it is made Android specific or iPhone specific, you want to have both of those chances. And the way I do that is, I've just got, I think it's one of my old phones anyway that I traded when I got my new contract. But if you can just get an old iPhone, if you've got an Android, or an Android that is fairly good spec that will be able to handle the game, because remember we've got AR features. What I do is I hotspot on my phone, and then I use the internet. So I haven't got a I haven't got a contract on that phone. I don't have any mobile data on it. Can't make calls with it. Just purely can play games when when I'm connected to Wi-Fi, or use my Android phone for its internet. It's 4G. Doing that means you're not paying double contracts. Obviously, paying for a new phone is expensive, but if you are lucky enough to have an old one lying behind, definitely think getting it out, making sure that you've got an account on it in terms of it's ready to go to download stuff, and that way you're gonna have the best chance, just in case they only make Android first and then iPhone, or the other way around. Brawl Stars took a year, I believe, so it was out on the iPhone for 1 whole year whilst it was in beta, and then they dropped it when they actually released it, when they did global release. So you could be missing out on the game quite a lot if you don't have two phones, but understandably it's very expensive. If you're buying a new phone for it, I'd go with Android, just because I think there's been links and talks about something with Android or Samsung. They might make it more likely, but I don't know, I'd just go for an Android because it's easier to download APKs. So the process for iPhones is a lot harder. Next, you need to use your Google account to increase your chances to get Wizards Unite beta invite. Also, Android users are lucky for getting invites because developers currently working on the Android environment. So it's essential to use Google account and signing up Wizards Unite official webpage with this account. So yeah, just kind of backing up what I said. I think there is a much higher priority or chance on the Android side of things rather than the Apple. So, sign up, Wizards Unite official webpage, so we've been through that. Next, follow Niantic's social media accounts and blogs. I'm going to put a link to these in below just to make it nice and accessible for you. But, as you can see, I am, I've got Hogwarts Mystery, I've got Wizards Unite. I'll put these down, these are some of the key things to follow. I'd say Wizards Unite Hub, really good source of information. They're pretty on it. You've got a lot of these YouTubers, definitely follow. So we've got Chris there, Kellen, we've got Nick, we've got Uniting Wizards, Final Wizard, Lynette, hey y'all, and we've got Harry Potter Wizards Unite right there. So this is obviously going to be probably one of the better sources. Portkey Games as well might be a good shout. We've got Geeta there from Portkey Adventures. Portkey Games, because they're the game developer for the game, so you want to be following them and make sure to click notifications on all these so you get notifications on them and don't miss them when they come. Otherwise they just end up in all that and it's quite hard to find. So they're definitely things that you want to sign up to. And again, on the other side, Facebook side of things, you want to do that as well. Have the Twitter and Facebook, because sometimes they release first on one of them, because obviously they probably just put it on that and then go on to the next one. So definitely sign up to both of those. Next, be active on social media. Interact with Niantic's social media accounts. Share ideas and thoughts about Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Also, if you're a streamer or a game critic, you have a chance to get a closed beta invitation for Wizards Unite. That's the same with game bloggers too. So yeah, it's not unrealistic that if you make streams of the games or do videos like this, or a YouTube channel or Twitch, that you could sometimes be given priority, because they give, when Hogwarts Mystery came out, a lot of me, Wizards Unite, Squibbler, we got an invitation from their press PR company that they were working with, that they were sending us information and little the logos, the little screenshots of some of it, trailers. So we got sent all that information to help us put it out. So if you are a blogger or a streamer, you might have an increased chance of getting an invite from that. Next, share about Harry Potter. So share your information, knowledge, and social media about Harry Potter lore that shows you're very interested about the game and improves the chances of getting a closed beta invitation. Don't forget to use hashtags and mentions when sharing those accounts. So mention Niantic's accounts, Harry Potter Wizards Unite, because they might look for people that have, Potterheads. If they're looking with Hogwarts Mystery, they missed some things, like Charlie in year 4 or year 5 didn't become a prefect, and they later changed it because obviously Potterheads were like, whoa, we made prefect, there can only be one boy prefect for that year. And then Charlie was just turned up in 5th year and be like, oh yeah, I made prefect as well. They're like, we meant to do that. So it's going to be helpful. They might require you to help them make sure they stay in line with canon and make those adjustments to keep the experience, on set with what we know about Harry Potter lore. Next, play Ingress and Pokemon Go. Niantic are behind this company. Another Twitter page that you will want to be following. Ingress was the first game that they created, an AR-based game. Nowhere near as big as Pokemon Go though. So personally, I'm not playing Ingress. Pokemon Go, I've been playing since day one, and I'm trying to get now, because I didn't play for a year whilst I was covering Hogwarts Mystery and other games, and I've come back to it now because I was at level 38, and I'm making steady progress now with the friends system. I'm making steady progress to level 39, and then I'm going to go hopefully onto level 40, because they might make invites specific to people who have accounts at level 40. I know they've drawn on the community in past, so I think it's like level 40 or high ingress people have been able to nominate Pokestops or points of interest. That's going to be another area where you might increase your chances. I'm gonna try go for level 40 before release. In terms of what we know, betas can last for a long time. Like I say, Supercell's Brawl Stars took a long time to come to Android, and it was in beta for 6-9 months or something like that. Oh no, they soft launched. So there's beta, then there's a soft launch, which they only release to part of the world, and then this full global launch. We might just get a soft launch, we might even not get beta, but it is very common for developers to have a beta or a soft launch first before releasing the game. And I believe being at level 40, just in case, I'm going to get there so that I can get an invite if it comes our way. I'm trying to aim for, I'm talking about errors, GPS signal not found. Don't know why. So we've therefore got a lot of grinding to do. In the old days, that would have been really hard to get to level 40, but now with a lot of these quests, some of these that I've been completing, you're going to get a lot of experience using your double eggs. But the main area of the resource of experience comes through friends. Go on Facebook, and there's a lot of Facebook game code groups. If you're getting close to level 40 and you want to just have that last minute push, just add a ton of people, line up loads of people who don't have any hearts, and they've gifted you. And then what you want to do is pop a double egg experience, pop a lucky egg, and open them all, and you'll get 3,000 times 2 for every single one you open. So you can see that if you open 20, I think it's like 120,000 experience. And as you level these guys up as well, so level 2 is 10,000 experience, double to 20,000. Level 3 is 50,000, level to 100,000, and then 100,000 level to 200,000 for the final friendship level. The best kind of strategy though is you're probably going to get more by adding people and lucky egg with all the gifts that you're opening at the very start. So you might opt to delete people and then get people to send you gifts. You can send all them a gift, get it to level 1, and then swap out. But I mean, I'm not doing that. I don't think you really need to do that, because you can have a max of 200 friends. That for me is one of the kind of, I think, if I'm thinking there's anything that's going to lead to being given priority, I think that's the one that stands out for me as being a key component of becoming somebody who gets to play in the beta or soft launch. So that's it for this one then. So they're all the things that you really want to be doing if you want to get into a beta or soft launch. Like I say, it is not rare for companies to do this, but some developers do just straight off the bat launch. So Clash and Go, it bombed, tanked in terms of what I think its expectations were. That game was one of the least buggy games I've ever played, and it had no beta period, no soft launch, it just came straight out. So massive props to them for doing that. Yeah, I'd like to see that being done for Wizards Unite, but if it's not, hopefully we get a beta period where we can get some sneak peeks, get some footage up on the streams and gameplay, and put some videos. Hopefully, if they do that, sometimes for beta invites, they do mean you sign a kind of confidentiality agreement, in that you're not going to post on social media. Hopefully they don't do that, because it's really restricting. It wouldn't be the end of the world though if I could play that, because it'll get me prepared for when it's full launched. But rest assured that when it does launch, I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be making you know about any of these future. I predict that we're going to get a trailer tomorrow. So look out for that one. Any updates about, you know, beta, soft launch, you'll hear it here. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. Also, let me know in the comments section what you are thinking. If there's any other ways of getting access to the beta you predict, let me know any strategies you might be employing. And let me know what your thoughts are on when you think the release date is going to be. I used to think it was March. As we get closer and closer and there's still no information, we've got trailers, but if we look at this as a monthly release, I don't think we're going to get there until like June. January, February, March, April, May. June is that was a good kind of estimate. So June is the area on the, I'm looking at the magic exposure threat level, by the way. So we're obviously on level 2, what's actually classed as level 1. But if one's released every month, if it increases every month, then June is the point, I believe, that it gets to, you know, threat, magical exposure threat is high, so we need to deal with it. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you soon.